Welcome. I'm Johnny McMahon. I'm a GP in Cannock. I'm a partner at the colliery practice in Cannock and in Huntington. I've been there since October 2010. When I was appointed to the colliery, I became involved in the commissioning group from day one, and as of April 2012 I've been chair of the Cannock Chase commissioning group. The idea behind CCGs, as they're called, is that they are clinically led and managerially supported. We will be responsible for about 74% of the total health budget for the locality in order to deliver the best quality care and the most cost-effective care as we possibly can. CCGs are clinically led, as I've said, and they're managerially supported. We are particularly indebted to the GPs who've offered their services to the board. Dr. Mo Huda, whose principal responsibility is primary care development. Dr. Tim Berriman, whose principal responsibility is quality. Dr. Anna Onolobolu, who's responsible for public health and engagement. And also Dr. Murray Campbell, who's responsible for the mental health agenda primarily. We're also grateful to Dr. Gary Free, who, although is not a board member, has done a great deal of work for us. And I think that shows that there's a broad number of people who are prepared to be engaged in this whole business of doing the best we possibly can for Cannock Chase. We have a federated arrangement with Stafford and Surrounds, which means that we share a lot of the officers who are employed by the CCG. This has attracted a higher calibre of officer than we could have otherwise expected, principally in Andy Donald, who's our chief officer, and Andy Chandler, our finance director. The principle behind CCGs is that they're led by the members being the GPs in the locality. Historically and traditionally, GPs have been the voice of the patient, they've been the advocate of the patient, and CCGs are the opportunity to take that advocacy one step further and give it teeth in a way it's never had before. What does that mean for you as a patient? It means that, what does it mean for me as a patient? Because I'm a resident in Cannock also. It means that if we have any concerns or any ideas that we think should be aired, we can air them through our own doctor, our own family doctor, who now has a means by which he can channel these concerns or these ideas and these opportunities through to the commissioning board, through to the CCG, in such a way that that we can take these issues into account. In that regard, I'd like to also thank Paul Gallagher, who's our lay member for public engagement, who's doing a sterling job in seeing what can be done to engage the local population in what we're trying to do. I would also like to thank Neil Chambers, who's our lay member for governance. Both these gentlemen are on the governing body, which is the engine room of the organisation, and they're there as our conscience and as the voice of the people, shall we say, and they do an excellent job for us. I just want to briefly say what I believe our vision is. Our vision is that we have local, high-quality services in such a way that these services would be better, both in terms of their quality and their cost-effectiveness, than would have been the case if this was not clinically led. We locally, as you all know, have had significant headwinds in the recent past. We've had the Francis report, we've had the difficulties of the clinical financial sustainability of Mid Stafford Hospital and the Monitor report. which is fed into the future of Cannock Chase Hospital. It's been a lot for a fledgling organisation such as ourselves to have to tackle, but we believe it's given us a degree of maturity that would not have been the case had we not have to face these issues, and we look forward to the future. Our members, that's all the GPs in the locality, meet once a month to drive policy in the best interests of the locality. The governing body, which also meets once a month, has meetings where it also meets in public, to which you're welcome to join us. Although it's not a public meeting, it is a meeting in public, and that means that the public don't have the statutory right to be able to pose questions to us. We do at this stage allow that to happen, such that if you feel your issues are not being addressed through your GP, you can address us directly. Thank you for listening, and we all look forward to doing the best we possibly can for the people of Cannock Chase. Thank you.